Many people think that simply walking more is the best way to stay healthy after turning 70. But what if I told you that doctors are actually cautioning against relying on walking alone? While walking is a great way to keep moving, if it's your only form of exercise, it might actually speed up aging instead of slowing it down. As we get older, our bodies require more than just walking to stay strong, maintain good balance, and protect our joints. Depending too much on walking while neglecting other types of movement can lead to muscle loss, joint problems, and even increase the risk of falls. That's why experts now recommend that after 70, you should reduce your walking and concentrate on these 5 crucial areas instead, because they are the real keys to staying strong, energetic, and independent well into your later years. In this video, I'll walk you through the 5 important things you need to prioritize instead of just walking. Making these simple changes can boost your mobility, safeguard your bones, and even extend your lifespan. Stick around until the end. The last tip is rarely discussed but plays a huge role in longevity. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to do so and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. If you find this helpful, type 1 in the comments to let me know. If not, type 0 so I can improve my content. Let's get started. First up, strength training to keep your muscles healthy. Walking helps keep you moving, but if it's your only activity, you could be risking muscle loss. After 70, sarcopenia, the natural decline of muscle mass, becomes a major threat to staying independent. Walking mainly works your legs and doesn't offer enough resistance to maintain or build muscle strength. That's why doctors stress the importance of strength training after 70. It directly fights muscle loss, improves balance, and helps prevent injuries and falls. If you can still carry heavy groceries, stand up from a chair without pushing off with your hands, or open stubborn jars, your muscles are doing well. But if those everyday tasks feel tougher, it's a sign your muscles are weakening, even if you haven't noticed it. The truth is, without actively working to keep your muscles strong, you will lose strength over time. Take Robert, who's 74. He used to walk every day, thinking it was enough to stay fit. But one day, he struggled to lift a box that once felt light, and standing up from the couch became harder. At first, he blamed getting older, but his doctor explained that muscle loss happens faster when you don't challenge your muscles regularly. So, Robert added simple strength exercises to his routine, like resistance bands, bodyweight squats, and light dumbbell moves. Within months, he felt stronger, steadier, and more energized. Strength training doesn't mean heavy lifting at the gym. It can be as easy as using resistance bands, doing squats or wall push-ups, or lifting household items. The key is progressive resistance, challenging your muscles just enough to keep them active, and the benefits go beyond muscle. Research shows that preserving muscle mass is linked to longer life, better mobility, and even healthier brain function. To check your strength, try this. Sit in a chair and stand up without using your hands. If it's easy, great. If it's difficult, it might be time to focus on building strength. The good news? It's never too late. Strength training can reverse muscle loss, improve balance, and help you stay independent for many years. So, if walking is your only form of exercise, consider this your wake-up call. Muscle health is key to longevity, and after 70, it's one of the most vital things to protect. If you're still watching and finding this helpful, please type number 1 in the comments to show you're here. Now, let's continue. 2. Balance and stability exercises to prevent falls. Walking keeps you moving, but it doesn't always improve balance, and that's something most people don't realize until it's too late. After 70, fall prevention becomes one of the most important aspects of staying healthy and independent. Falls are one of the leading causes of serious injury in older adults, and many falls happen not because of weak legs, but because of poor balance. If you aren't actively training your balance, you might be unknowingly increasing your risk of stumbles, trips, and dangerous falls. You might think, I've been walking my whole life, so my balance must be fine. But balance isn't something that stays strong automatically. It's something that gradually declines unless you actively work on it. Walking doesn't challenge the small, stabilizing muscles in your feet, ankles, and core the way balance-specific exercises do. And if your balance weakens, even a small misstep can lead to a fall that takes months or even years to recover from. Think about the last time you stood on one foot while putting on a sock, or tried reaching for something on a high shelf. Did you feel steady, or did you have to grab onto something? Many people don't realize their balance is slipping until they experience a near fall, one that leaves them shaken up and cautious with every step. That's what happened to someone like Edward, 76. He was always active, but one day, while stepping off a curb, his foot landed at an odd angle and he suddenly lost his balance. He caught himself just in time, but that moment made him realize how vulnerable he had become. His doctor told him that simple balance exercises, like standing on one foot, shifting his weight side to side, and practicing controlled movements, could help rebuild his stability. Within weeks, he noticed that he felt stronger, steadier, and more confident in his movements. Balance exercises don't require a gym or special equipment. Simple movements like standing on one foot, walking heel to toe in a straight line, or practicing slow, controlled weight shifts can dramatically improve your stability. And the benefits go beyond just avoiding falls. Better balance means better posture, stronger, longer reflexes, and even improved coordination, making every movement feel more effortless and controlled. If you want to test your balance, try this. Stand near a counter for safety and lift one foot off the ground. See if you can hold your balance for at least 10 seconds. If this feels easy, that's a great sign. If you struggle, it's a sign that your balance may need some work, and the sooner you start, the better. Balance is one of those things that you don't think about until it's too late, but training it now can keep you strong and independent for years to come. So, if you've been focusing only on walking, it's time to start prioritizing balance, because the best way to prevent a fall isn't just to stay active, it's to train your body to stay steady. 3. Flexibility and mobility exercises to keep joints healthy. Walking may keep your legs moving, but it doesn't do much for flexibility, and that's something that becomes critically important after 70. Over time, your joints naturally stiffen, your range of motion decreases, and movements that once felt effortless can start feeling restricted. If you've ever noticed that turning your head feels tighter than before, or that bending down to tie your shoe isn't as easy as it used to be, that's a sign that your flexibility is declining. And when your mobility starts to shrink, so does your independence. The problem is that many people don't realize how important mobility is until they start losing it. Walking alone doesn't stretch the muscles fully, nor does it engage all the different movement patterns your joints need to stay functional. That's why doctors now emphasize that after 70, dedicating time to flexibility and mobility exercises is just as important as staying active, because it's what allows you to keep doing daily activities without discomfort or strain. Think about the last time you reached for something in the back seat of your car, or tried to put on a jacket. Did it feel smooth, or did you notice stiffness? Many people ignore these small changes, thinking they're just part of aging. But what's really happening is that the muscles and connective tissues are tightening over time, reducing flexibility little by little. This is exactly what happened to someone like Walter, 78. He was still walking daily, but over time he noticed that getting out of bed in the morning felt stiffer than before. When he reached for something on the floor, he had to bend his knees more than usual. His doctor told him that mobility loss wasn't just about getting older, it was about not using his joints to their full range of motion. So he started incorporating gentle stretching, controlled movements, and joint exercises into his daily routine. Within weeks, he felt looser, more comfortable, and even noticed an improvement in his posture. Flexibility exercises don't mean sitting down and touching your toes for 10 seconds. Dynamic stretches, controlled rotations, and gentle yoga-inspired movements can make a world of difference. Simple activities like neck rotations, shoulder rolls, knee-to-chest stretches, or ankle circles help keep your joints lubricated and pain-free. And the benefits go far beyond just feeling less stiff. Greater flexibility means fewer aches and pains, better circulation, improved posture, and even a lower risk of falls. If you want to test your flexibility, try this. Stand up straight and slowly turn your head as far as you can to one side, then the other. Does it feel smooth, or do you feel tightness? If you notice restrictions, it's a sign that your flexibility is decreasing, and now is the time to do something about it. Mobility loss is not inevitable. With just a few minutes a day of focused stretching, you can keep your body feeling younger, more mobile, and pain-free for years to come. So, if walking is your main form of exercise, it's time to start focusing on flexibility too. Keeping your joints loose and your movement smooth is one of the most important things you can do to stay active and independent after 70. If you're still watching and finding these tips helpful, please type number 3 in the comments to let me know you're here. Now, let's move on. 4. Focus on core and posture exercises to safeguard your spine. While walking keeps your legs moving, it doesn't do much to strengthen your core or improve your posture, two crucial areas after 70. A strong core isn't just about having flat abs. It's essential for stability, preventing back pain, and keeping your spine properly aligned as you move. If your core is weak, you might start experiencing lower back pain, balance issues, or notice yourself slouching when you walk, all of which raise the risk of falls and joint strain over time. Many people don't realize how important good posture is until aches and stiffness set in. If you find yourself slumping more, feeling stiffness in your lower back, or struggling to stand upright for long periods, it's a sign your core muscles aren't working as they should. Walking alone doesn't fully engage the deep muscles that stabilize your abdomen and lower back. That's why experts recommend making core and posture exercises a priority after 70. Take Harold, 75, for example. He stayed active throughout his life, but noticed his shoulders rounding forward and increasing lower back stiffness despite daily walks. His doctor explained that poor posture was putting extra stress on his spine and joints, causing chronic discomfort and increasing his fall risk. So, Harold began doing gentle core exercises like seated pelvic tilts, posture resets while standing, and abdominal bracing. Within weeks, he experienced less back pain, improved posture, and even better breathing. The best part? Core exercises don't require any special equipment or a gym. Simple moves like standing tall against a wall, tightening your lower abs while sitting, or slow, controlled torso twists can activate the deep, stabilizing muscles that keep your spine aligned. And strong core muscles offer more than just good posture. They help improve balance, reduce joint strain, and even aid digestion, since your abdominal muscles support your internal organs. Want to check your core strength? Try this. Stand with your back against a wall, making sure your head, shoulders, and hips all touch it. Can you hold that comfortably, or does it feel forced? If it feels awkward, it means your posture needs work. The earlier you start strengthening your core, the better. Good posture and core strength are vital for staying active, preventing injuries, and maintaining a youthful look. If you've been relying solely on walking, it's time to give your core some attention. 5. Protect your joints with low-impact movements to reduce strain. Walking is excellent for staying active, but if it's your only exercise, it can cause extra stress on your joints, especially after 70. With age, cartilage wears down, joint fluid lessens, and shock absorption becomes less effective. That's why many older adults start feeling stiff knees, sore hips, or foot pain, even if they've been physically active all their lives. The problem isn't necessarily the walking itself. It's that walking alone doesn't provide the joint support your body needs. Many people assume joint pain is just a natural part of aging, but in reality, stiffness and discomfort happen faster when you aren't actively protecting your joints. Walking can sometimes make this worse because it involves repetitive impact on the same joints over and over again. That's why doctors now emphasize that after 70, you need to walk less and focus more on low-impact movements that strengthen and protect your joints. Think about the last time you finished a long walk. Did you feel energized and pain-free? Or did you notice aching joints, stiffness, or a lingering sense of discomfort? If walking leaves you feeling sore, it may be a sign that your joints aren't getting the support they need. This is exactly what happened to someone like Raymond, 77. He was walking daily, thinking it was the best thing for his health. But over time, his knees started feeling stiff and his lower back began to ache. His doctor explained that he needed to reduce the repetitive impact on his joints and start incorporating low-impact movements instead. He began doing gentle swimming, cycling, and flexibility-focused exercises, and within a few weeks, his pain decreased significantly without having to give up movement altogether. Joint-friendly movements include activities like water exercises, cycling, Tai Chi, or even simple chair-based stretches. These activities help increase blood flow to the joints, improve lubrication, and strengthen the surrounding muscles without putting excessive stress on sensitive areas. And the benefits go beyond just pain relief. Protecting your joints now ensures better mobility, less stiffness, and greater ease of movement for years to come. If you want to test how your joints are doing, try to sit in a chair and slowly stand up without using your hands. Notice how your knees and hips feel. Do they move smoothly, or do they feel stiff and achy? If there's any discomfort, that's your body telling you that your joints need more care. Switching to low-impact movements could make all the difference. Keeping your joints strong and healthy is about more than just avoiding discomfort. It's essential for staying mobile, maintaining your independence, and making every movement feel smooth and pain-free. If walking has been your only form of exercise, now's the time to focus more on protecting your joints by adding movements that support joint health instead of putting extra strain on them. If you're still with me and find this helpful, please type number 5 in the comments to show you're here. Now, let's finish up. Final thoughts. As we close out this video, take a moment to think about these 5 key areas. If walking has been your go-to exercise, you might not realize how much your body actually needs beyond just putting one foot in front of the other to stay strong, flexible, and pain-free after 70. Your main focus should shift to preserving muscle, enhancing balance, boosting flexibility, strengthening your core, and protecting your joints. These are the essentials that will keep you active and independent for the long haul. Many people believe that getting older means slowing down, but that's not true. Your body can improve at any age. Whether it's building strength, improving balance, increasing flexibility, or correcting posture, small, consistent changes can make a big difference in how you move, how you feel, and how long you stay independent. The secret is to start today. Muscle loss, balance decline, and joint wear don't happen suddenly. It's a gradual process. The good news is that means you can slow it down or even reverse it with the right approach. So, which of these 5 areas do you feel needs the most attention? Have you noticed any shifts in your strength, balance, or movement? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please leave a comment below telling us one thing you learned today and how you plan to apply it. Your feedback means a lot and motivates me to keep sharing valuable content. If you found this video useful, please like, subscribe, and share it with others. Your support helps us keep making great videos to educate and inspire you.